Beverages with Brad.
Hey, welcome to Beverages with Brad. This is my guest today, Orlando Baxter. When did you become interested in stand-up comedy?
From a youngster. My uncle used to have Richard Pryor albums. When I was younger, I used to get picked on a lot. And being funny was a defense mechanism. It was a way that I can kind of get even with everybody. And people kind of respected the fact that I was funny. I think when I was about 21 and I was in college, I had a friend, my roommate actually signed me up to do a comedy competition. I did well, I won. And then I never touched stand-up again for another 6 years. Well, I had a big fear of speaking in front of people.
Oh, wow, okay.
So then when I became a teacher, obviously that fear kind of went away. I fell into teaching.
You stumbled into teaching.
I had no interest.
Well, I was bartending and this drunk teacher came in and was like, we need more employees at the school. You're like, I'll do it.
It was sort of like that. When I went to go visit my basketball coach because I was interested in being a guidance counselor.
Okay.
And then I wanted to get some advice from him. And then he also said, hey man, I have a teacher that's out as math. He said,
He's like, how's your math?
Yeah, that's what he said. Did you study math in school? I was like, no. Did you take a class? I said, yeah. He was like, how would you like to be the
math? Did you take a math class and you're like, yeah, one time in sixth grade, boom, you're hired.
He's like, and then I realized I started doing stand-up.
And what made you decide to try it?
Well, because I was feeling like a hypocrite. Because I would always tell my students that they shouldn't be afraid of trying to do something that they kind of want to do.
Pursue your dreams.
Pursue your dreams. Don't use excuses. That summer, I decided to get over my fear of doing stand-up.
So did the fear hold you back for a while?
Hold me back since I was 21. Just realizing maybe I'm not funny.
Yeah.
Because sometimes that's what it is. It's not so much that people have perceived you as being funny.
Yeah.
So to get on stage and people be like, "Oh, you're not funny," it was very hurtful. So that summer, what I did was I went to LA to visit a friend, and while I was out there, I decided to do a couple of open mics. They didn't go well. I got it out of my system, but then my friend knew somebody else that actually had a real show, and he said, "Hey, I'll give your friend 5 minutes if you want."
Oh, that's
to
cool.
do a real show. So I went up and I did it, and it went really, really well. I did some competition, the NBC diversity competition. And I ended up moving on in New York, going to the finals, and then actually being picked in the top 10 and being flown to LA to compete for a $250,000 development deal.
Oh,
and
wow.
I didn't win, obviously.
Well, yeah, if you won that, you probably wouldn't be on Beverages with Brad right now.
No, I probably would. I just would have been on there earlier. When I came back, I was like, oh, okay, I do have some type of talent.
Oh yeah, that must have been a confidence booster.
It was a confidence booster. I just kind of started focusing on stand-up, and then I had a lot of good opportunities with meeting Joe Coy, who's been who's another national comedian, who's a big mentor to me and really good friend. Eventually, I met Whitney Cummings, who also did the same thing, and she actually was kind of responsible for me getting Conan O'Brien. So I sent her a video, and she said, I can't promise or guarantee you anything. I could submit it to a booker.
Okay.
That books like late night. She said they responded back already. I said, read the text, and I read the text, and it was like, who is this guy? We love him. Blah blah blah.
That must have been a good feeling.
I was like, yeah, kids, I won't be here too much.
You're like, hey kids, stay in school. Don't do drugs. I'm getting the hell out of here.
All right, everybody, give me hugs.
Is Conan a dick?
No, he's definitely not a dick. But when I met him and I did the show and I talked to him, he was not a dick. He was very nice and very tall, a lot taller than what I thought he would be. But he was very nice, and he said some very nice things to me about my set, and I made him laugh. I made him laugh hard, and I was happy about that, and I hope to be back on that show.
Like, is there any one goal right now? Like, man, I just did Conan, but man, I would love to be on The Walking Dead.
No. Right now, my goal is Netflix, half an hour. So Netflix.
If you're watching, which
I'm in pursuit of that. So I'm not saying that it's not a possibility. I'm just saying that it's in pursuit. But I'm doing 50 Cent show, 50 Central on BET next month. Yeah, no.
I don't think I would do too well on the 50 Cent show.
You know how audiences are very finicky sometimes. You know, sometimes they like you, and sometimes
they shoot you. Well, Orlando, I appreciate you doing the show, man.
Of course,
appreciate
man.
you taking the time. I've enjoyed talking to you tonight.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you very much,
See you
Orlando,
guys.
for doing the show.
Yes, man.
Thank you.
Thanks, Brad.
Appreciate it.